3:17 on the kitchen clock. One suitcase standing by the door. I left your sweater on the chair, like it still belonged here. The street was quiet, the sky was dark. A little rain was letting go. I held my keys like a second chance and whispered what I already know. I will not say I did not love you. I will not call our years a lie, but I can feel the night releasing something I have held too tight. I'll be alright by morning, when the first light finds my face, when the road rolls out before me, and your memory finds its place. I'll be alright by morning, not healed but on my way. I loved you with the best of me. Now I have to let love change. The radio played a song from back then, one we used to know by heart. I almost turned the car around when it reached the hardest part. But there were headlights on the highway and a pale moon fading thin. I kept both hands upon the wheel and let the new day in. Some goodbyes do not break you, they just teach your heart to bend. And even when the tears come easy, they do not mean the road will end. I'll be alright by morning, when the first light finds my face, when the road rolls out before me, and your memory finds its place. I'll be alright by morning, not healed but on my way. I loved you with the best of me. Now I have to let love change. Maybe someday I will thank you for the woman I had to become, for every night I thought I lost it all and still made it to the sun. I will keep the softer pieces, I will leave the hurt behind. I will carry what was beautiful, but I will not live inside the past. I'll be alright by morning, when the first light finds my face, when the road rolls out before me, and and your memory finds its place. I'll be alright by morning, not healed but on my way. I loved you with the best of me. Now I have to let love change. 317 is fading now. The clouds are turning gold. I do not know where I am going yet, but I am ready for the road. Dear me from 1999, I found your picture yesterday. You had your hair tied back with a ribbon and a dream you would not trade. You thought the world would open easy, like a door beneath the sun. You wrote your plans in purple ink and believed in everyone. I know some roads got heavy, I know some lights went dim, but I can still hear your hopeful heart calling from within. Dear me, I have not forgotten the girl who used to shine. She is not gone, she is not lost. She only needed time. I still believe in morning. I still believe in grace, and every dream I left behind still knows my name. I kept your letters in a shoebox with old receipts and songs. Some were full of fearless promises, some were sweet and wrong. You wanted love to save you, you wanted life to start, but some of what you prayed for was already in your heart. I wish I could sit beside you on that bedroom floor and tell you every broken thing would not break you anymore. Dear me, I have not forgotten the girl who used to shine. She is not gone, she is not gone, she is not lost. She only needed time. I still believe in morning. I still believe in grace, and every dream I left behind still knows my name. If you could see me now, you might not understand the lines around my eyes or the softness in my hands. But I am still becoming, I am still learning from 1999. I hope you hear me say we did not lose the best of us. We only changed along the way. I still believe in morning. I still believe in grace, and every dream I left behind still knows my name. So sleep tonight, my younger heart. There is still time for us. Found a photo strip tonight in a shoebox under my bed. 4 little frames from the county mall, with your arm around my shoulder. You wore that faded denim jacket, I had cherry lip gloss on. We were laughing by the music store like nothing could go wrong. I thought time would make you smaller, just a face I used to know. But some boys stay young forever in the places we don't go. I still miss the boy from 1999, with the summer in his hair and a reckless kind of promise, like forever would be there. I still miss the way you held me before the world got loud, before we learned to leave each other, before I learned it too. I still miss the boy from 1999, and I hate that I still do. After all these years of trying, I still look for you. The skating rink is boarded up, the mall got painted gray. The payphone by the parking lot was taken down one day. But I remember Friday nights in your old blue Chevrolet. You drive me past the water tower just to hear me say your name. I grew up and changed my number, changed my hair and changed my town. But there's a part of me still waiting where you used to turn around. I still miss the boy from 1999, with the summer in his hair and a reckless kind of promise, like forever would be there. I still miss the way you held me before the world got loud, before we learned to leave each other, before I learned it too. still hear you singing through a half-broken car speaker. Still see your dashboard glowing like a small-town movie theater. I still miss the boy from 1999, when the night gets soft and blue, when the radio plays something that sounds too much like you. I still miss the way you love me, when love was all we knew, before goodbye became a habit, before missing you was all I knew. Keep passing by. Some loves don't get older, they just learn where to hide. I put the photo back tonight, but I couldn't close the lid. Some part of me is 17 and still loves the boy you were. I saw you standing by the window of the cafe on Main Street, with a little silver in your hair, and that same shy smile I knew. You said my name like it was fragile, like a song you used to know. And for a second all the years between had nowhere left to go. We laughed about the weather, how it always found us there. Two old hearts trying not to show how much they still cared. I remember us in the rain, running down that old two-lane, your coat around my shoulders, my heart calling out your name. I remember how love felt then, before the world came rushing in. And even after all this time and pain, I remember us in the rain. You asked if I had been happy. I said I did my best. There are answers we keep simple, when the truth still hurts in our chests. You showed me pictures of your children. I told you mine were grown. Then we sat there like two strangers who had never been alone. The rain kept tapping softly on the glass beside your chair, and I could almost see the young girl your name. I remember how love felt then, before the world came rushing in. And even after all this time and pain, I remember us in the rain. We cannot take back 30 years. We cannot change the roads we chose, but some love does not disappear. It only learns to let us go. You reached across the table and held my hand a while, not like we were starting over, but like goodbye could finally smile. I remember us in the rain, not with sorrow, not with blame, just two hearts that once were younger, finding peace inside a name. I remember how love felt then, and I would live it all again, even if the sky still falls the same. I remember us in the rain. The rain was falling when we parted, but this time it did not feel like pain. I drove past the church on Maple Street with the windows glowing low, the same old rain on the windshield, the same long way to go. I had a box of faded photographs and a heart that needed rest. I kept telling everybody I was doing my best, but somewhere underneath this, beneath the dust and doubt, there was a part of me still waiting for me to turn around. I left a light on for myself in a room I almost forgot, for the girl who kept on walking when the road was all she had. I left a light on for myself when I could not ask for help, and tonight I finally see that girl was waiting there for me. There's a sweater on the hallway chair and a record by the bed, a little note I wrote years ago with words I never said. It said, don't let the hard days take you, don't let the silence win. There is still a morning coming, you can start again. I stood there in the doorway with my keys still in my hand, and cried for every lonely mile that brought me back again. I left a light on for myself in a room I almost forgot, for the girl who kept on walking when the road was all she had. I left a light on for myself when I could not ask for help, and tonight I finally see that girl was waiting there for me. for the woman I was becoming. With a tired but open heart, I left a light on for myself when I could not ask for help. And tonight I finally see there is still a life for me. The rain is quiet on the roof and the light is warm and low. I came home to myself tonight, and I am not alone. The red light blinked beside my bed on a quiet Friday night. I played your message one more time and held my breath inside. You tried to sound like you were certain, like leaving did not hurt, but I could hear your heart breaking between every word. I should have let that moment go. I should have turned it off. But some goodbyes do not disappear just because the voice is gone. Your goodbye stayed on repeat, playing soft and cutting deep. Every word you left behind kept coming back to me. I loved you through the silence, I loved you through the pain, and every time I tried to sleep, your goodbye stayed on repeat. I kept your sweater in the closet for longer than I should. It still smelled like summer evenings and the life I thought we'd have. I changed the sheets, I changed the number, I moved your letters from the drawer. But there are things a heart remembers even when it locks the door. I told my friends I was moving on, I almost made it true. Then some old song would find me and bring me back to you. Your goodbye stayed on repeat, playing soft and cutting deep. Every word you left behind kept coming back to me. I loved you through the silence, I loved you through the pain, and every time I tried to sleep, your goodbye stayed on repeat. Maybe one day I will thank you for the love you had to leave. Maybe one day I will hear your name and still remember how to breathe. But tonight I am just a woman with a tape I cannot erase, trying to forgive the echo of the last thing that you said. Your goodbye stayed on repeat, but it does not own all of me. There is still a little morning light trying to rise inside this grief. I loved you through the silence, I loved you through the pain, but someday I will fall whispered, I still love you. Then I let the silence speak. I was cleaning out the hallway drawer on a quiet Sunday afternoon. Found a tape without a label, under keys and old perfume. I almost left it where it waited, like a thing I should not touch. But something in me had to hear a past I'd hidden for too long. Player clicked, the room stood still. A little rain came through the years, and there you were, half laughing low, like you had never disappeared. When your voice came back to me, it didn't break me like before. It just opened one small window I had kept closed since the storm. I heard the girl I used to be, still believing love was true. And after all those lonely years, I could smile at missing you. When your voice came back to me, you were singing out of tune with the radio turned down. I could hear my younger laughter in the edges of the sound. You said someday we'd leave this town and find out who we were. I guess we both went looking on two different roads from there. I thought your name would hurt me more, I thought I'd fall apart. But time had made a softer place for you inside my heart. When your voice came back to me, it didn't take me back again. It just reminded me of loving before love learned how to end. I heard the girl I used to be, still reaching for the light, and I forgave her for believing every promise made that night. When your voice came back to me, I don't need to call your number, I don't need to know where life has taken you. Some goodbyes keep getting lighter when you finally let them go. I hope you found your way, and I hope you know I did. When your voice came back to me, it didn't ask for one more chance. It was only one old memory passing gently through my hands. I heard the woman I became tell the girl that she was free, and there was peace inside the silence where the hurt used to be. When your voice came back to me, when your voice came back to me. I turned the tape off softly, but I left the window wide. For the first time since I lost you, I felt something heal inside. rain was tapping on your windshield outside the old drugstore. You had one hand on the steering wheel and the other holding mine. The radio played something gentle, we didn't know the name, but every time I hear that kind of song, I feel it all again. We were only trying to make it through a town that felt too small, but I had all I ever needed before I knew I'd lose it all. I loved you before the world moved on, before the nights got cold and the years got long, before we learned how hard to let go of the only home they've ever known. You were mine when time was slow, when every street light looked like gold. And even now, after all these years are gone, I loved you before the world moved on. Your jacket hung across my shoulders at the county fair that night. You bought me fries and a paper cup of lemonade with too much ice. We talked about leaving someday, past the water tower sign, but some dreams fade in the morning and some hearts stay behind. I still remember your window with the blue light shining through, and the way you said forever, like it might come true. I loved you before the world moved on, before the nights got cold and the years got long, before we learned how hard to let go of the only home they've ever known. You were mine when time was slow, when every street light looked like gold. And even now, after all these years are gone, I loved you before the world moved on. Maybe you found a quieter life, maybe you don't think of me, but I still keep a place inside where we are 17. There's a girl in an old blue sweater, still laughing in your car, still believing love could save us from becoming who we are. I loved you before the world moved on, before the radio changed our song, before the letters turned to dust, before goodbye caught up with us. You were mine when time was slow, when every street light looked like gold. And even now, after all these years are gone, I loved you before the world moved on. I loved you before the world moved on. And some part of me never never moved on. The station clock was 10 minutes slow, and the rain had almost passed. My suitcase leaned against the bench with a faded ribbon tied fast. The ticket man was sweeping dust by the vending machine light. I kept my coat around my shoulders like it could hold me through the night. I saw your truck across the street, but you never stepped inside. Maybe some goodbyes are kinder when they don't look you in the eye. I took the last bus out of Willow Creek with your name still on my tongue. Past the church, past the water tower, past the place where we were young. I cried until the highway blurred, then I watched the morning rise. I wasn't leaving you with anger, I was learning how to fly. On the last bus out of Willow Creek, Mother said I'd miss the porch light and the sound of summer rain, but a heart can love a hometown and still need to leave the pain. I folded up your denim jacket, left it on my childhood bed, with the note I never gave you and the words I never said. I thought the road would feel like losing every mile I moved along, but somewhere past the county line, my broken heart felt strong. I took the last bus out of Willow Creek with your memory by my side, past the fields, past the railroad crossing, past the dreams we tried to hide. I cried until the stars went quiet, then I saw the eastern sky. I wasn't running from the sorrow, I was reaching for my life. On the last bus out of Willow Creek. Maybe you stayed where the river bends, maybe I changed with the road, maybe love was not a chain, but a light that let me go. I took the last bus out of Willow Creek, but I didn't leave it all behind. There are streets that live forever in the corners of your mind. I remember how you held me, I remember how we tried, but some hearts find their tomorrow on the other side of goodbye. On the last bus out of Willow Creek, on the last bus out of Willow Creek. When the driver called for boarding, I stepped into the dawn, and for the first time in a long time, I knew where I was going. marquee is missing letters, but it still shines after rain. I passed by on a Friday night, and I was 20 once again. You were leaning by the ticket window with your jacket open wide, two paper cups, a nervous smile, and the whole world still outside. I thought the years would change the picture, make the colors fade away, but some nights stay young forever, no matter how far away. I still see you in the theater lights, standing there like time stood still, with a movie ticket in your hand, and a dream we almost built. We were 20, we were tender, we were sure love had no end. And even now, when the screen goes dark, I see your face again. I still see you in the theater lights. You sat high up in the back row where the old speakers buzzed. You whispered lines before the actors just to make me laugh for fun. After midnight in the parking lot, you held my hand so gently, like you were scared that one small touch would make me wanna stay. I don't blame the girl I was for believing every spark. Some memories don't ask for more, they just glow inside the dark. I still see you in the theater lights, standing there like time stood still, with a movie ticket in your hand, and a dream we almost built. We were 20, we were tender, we were young enough to try. And even now, when the credits roll, I feel you passing by. I still see you in the theater lights. I don't know where the years have taken you, I don't need to turn around, but a part of me is still there, laughing in that little two-screen town. Maybe love was never wasted, maybe some things don't survive, maybe they just keep on shining in the place they felt alive. I still see you in the theater lights, not as something I should chase, but a sweet and faded photograph time could never quite erase. We were 20, we were tender, we were learning how hearts break, and I can miss the way we loved without asking it to stay. I still see you in the theater lights. I still see you in the theater lights. The marquee flickered once behind me as I walked into the night, and I smiled at who we used to be beneath the theater lights. Miller's Diner changed the curtains, but the counter looks the same. Same old bell above the doorway, same red vinyl in the frame. I sat down by the window where we used to lose track of time. The waitress filled my coffee like she still remembered mine. I didn't come here looking for you, I just took the longer way. But some rooms hold a memory, no matter what you say. There's a coffee cup at Miller's Diner where your hands once held mine. Steam rising in the neon light like a ghost from another time. I can almost hear you laughing over pancakes after 2, and it hurts a little softer now to remember loving you. There's a coffee cup at Miller's Diner, and a part of me still stays. You carved our names beneath the table with a key you used to wear. I checked once like a fool tonight, and they were still down there. Outside, trucks rolled past the highway, rain tapped softly on the glass. I watched the taillights fade to nothing, like the years we couldn't catch. I thought I'd feel the old ache rise and thought I'd have to turn around, but my heart sat there beside me, and it didn't break me down. There's a coffee cup at Miller's Diner where your hands once held mine. Steam rising in the neon light like a ghost from another time. I can almost hear you laughing over pancakes after 2, and it hurts a little softer now to remember loving you. There's a coffee cup at Miller's Diner, and a part of me still stays. Maybe we were only passing through, maybe we were young and kind. Maybe love can leave a place without leaving pain behind. I don't need to have you back, I don't need to know you're old. Some good things can stay beautiful even after letting go. There's a coffee cup at Miller's Diner, cooling slowly in my hands. Not a sign that I am broken, not a wish to start again. Just a quiet little corner where the girl I used to be can smile across the table at the woman here with me. There's a coffee cup at Miller's Diner, and the night don't feel so cold. There's a coffee cup at Miller's Diner, but I know it's time to go. I left some change beside the saucer, walked out under fading signs, and for once I didn't look back at what used to be mine. sneakers by the boardwalk rail. You were laughing at the wind in your hair. The radio played from a lifeguard stand, some old song floating through the air. You asked my name like it mattered then. I wrote it down on your paper cup. We had no road past the midnight tide, but the moon was bright enough. I did not know that a single night could follow me for years, or that a goodbye said by the sea could still sound so clear. One summer night in 1999, you held my hand where the water met the sky. We were young enough to think the dawn was far away, young enough to let our hearts believe. One summer night and you were almost mine, a kiss in the salt air, a promise out of time. But I never left that night behind. One summer night in 1999. The arcade lights were closing down. The pier was quiet, the ride stood still. You gave me your jacket when the wind turned cold, and I remember how that felt. We talked about towns we wanted to leave and dreams too big for a seaside street. You said the world was waiting somewhere. I said maybe it waits for me. I should have known when the morning came that some bright things cannot stay. But some people touch your life one time and never fade away. One summer night in 1999, you held my hand where the water met the sky. We were young enough to think the dawn was far away, young enough to let our hearts believe. One summer night and you were almost mine, a kiss in the salt air, a promise out of time. I never found you again, but I never left that night behind. One summer night in 1999. Maybe you married in a quiet town. Maybe you still hear the waves sometimes. Maybe I was just a girl you met under those faded boardwalk lights. But I kept that night like a photograph, soft around the edge of pain. Not something I was meant to keep, just something that kept me brave. One summer night in 1999, you held my hand where the water met the sky. We were young enough to think the dawn was far away, young enough to let our hearts believe. One summer night and you were almost mine, a kiss in the salt air, a promise out of time. I never found you again, but I never left that night behind. One summer night in 1999. And I still smile when the summer wind takes me back.